Time that I ate, full from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food, flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The apple in the...
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there, 22.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the long guys that we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Allen. Able to find Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll run on first down. Clancy. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Garabay's kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, here's Corral. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Clancy. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Clancy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Corral. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Corral on 2nd down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Corral with it on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Corral.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Corral looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. That caught by Tremble. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 2nd and 16. Corral. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, Corral. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Corral looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Corral on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The first down throw here for Corral. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Corral to throw once again. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, players were saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 25-yard line. On first down, Corral eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Second and 10, Corral again. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well. That pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
On third down, Corral. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to
say incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And again, it's Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here's Corral for down near his own goal line. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, Clancy. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Up the middle they go. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Corral looking to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that?
Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Allen. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Allen again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most, the one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Clancy, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Allen will try again on second down. This one caught by Isabella. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. 56. Allen going to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed executed, 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field, variety of coverages.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion and the run for no gain. Let's see now. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Corral from his own end zone here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offensive fortuitous bounce there, and the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
15-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So down a couple of scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Corral over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, than a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game. And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish. So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare.